Welcome to another live episode of the World of Warcraft Classic. I had to turn down my speakers, they were starting to rattle the walls. Could have caused a small earthquake, actually. I really like the original music, the intro music. It's just so epic. Never gets boring. Almost 2 decades of hearing this song. There's just something iconic about it. It's nostalgic. It's pretty badass. I love it. But let's get right into it. Now that I know that I'm live, I can zoom in. My MacBook so that I can actually see the chat a little better. And I just move it in the corner just enough so I could see that there's nobody in here. It's always nice to be reminded of that. That's me trying to be funny. We are in the Ashen Vale. It is a contested territory. Some serious shit could go down here. You never know. Bling bling, give me that money. Alright, we are going to go click on Elun's Tears. Somewhere over here. Let's go in the water. Make things a little quicker by turning into a sea lion. That's right, nobody else can do this. Let's see what kind of people we run into today, if any. I haven't even played WoW yet today. It kind of bothers me. I was busy doing other stuff. Yeah, so this is a contested zone. It's considered a low area contested zone. Hello, Cody. How you doing? Oh. Bring out the raid. The Wildthorn Stalkers are here. Look at the size of that spider. I'm glad those don't exist that big in real life. Thing is bigger than a fucking bear. For real. Look at the bear, look at the spider. That's some crazy shit. Found some black cargo pants in Watch Dogs. Cool. From playing the online, or? Let me make sure my volume for the music isn't jacked all the way up. Yeah, okay, it's pretty good. Playing the online, yes. Does the online stuff you unlock, like outfits or whatever, does it come back to single player? Or is that like 2 different things? Because there's games like that where there's an online component, but you can't bring back anything. Ah, that feels good. Sounds good. Oh. Look at how the atmosphere's changed. It's all like dark and green. There's Elun's Tear. Oh, there's more than one. Then it should be called Elun's Tears. I'm not late. I'm right on time. 5 o'clock, supper time, Eastern Standard Time. That's sorta kinda been my new thing. That's why I just say supper time, EST, 5-ish, 6 o'clock-ish. Sometimes if I have time or I just feel like it, I'll do it early. And then if I come back later the next day, I'll always have people that are like, hey, you're late. Like, fuck I am. Didn't know that Vine still happens. Oh, that's not what you meant. Over my head. What did you mean? You're on late today in my time zone. You just mean this time it's late where you are, period. What Vine are you talking about? Beers and need one healer for Black Fathom depth if you're spec'd into it and want to join. Look at me, I'm all like, sorry, I'm busy streaming. I got 2 people watching. Because when you use the word streamer, most people think you have like thousands of people in your stream. And then I've had people go, oh, let me check out your stream. I'm like, nah, you don't want to do that. And then they're like, oh, you're lying. I'm like, I'm not lying, I'm streaming. I never said I was a big shot. I just said I was streaming, but trust me, you don't want to watch. And I'm like, I got 2 people in here. The odd time, they're pretty nice about it, but sometimes they're like, you're not a streamer. You're a poser. A poser? I haven't heard that word in 25 years. It's just late in your country, like in the middle of the night. Oh, no, I didn't think you were. At first, I just thought you meant that I was late. I always like to be a smartass and say I'm never late, I'm right on time. Get it? The one where the 2 guys in rice hats are secretly brothers. Oh, okay, cool. I still have no idea what you're talking about, but glad to hear the multiplayer stuff comes to single player. I am so confused what I'm supposed to do here. Someone walks around here, apparently. Talk to Shildrin. Turn in rains cleansing. Well, okay then. Follow the path. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, I see what's going on. You want some of this? It's not gonna end well. So I got a new game today called Vintage Story. It's very much like Minecraft. It's pretty flippin' insane. I remember this quest, just not necessarily how to get up there. Oh, would you? Rice hats, secret brothers, and Vine still happen. Definitely completely lost me there. I did this the last time. I remember sort of this quest, like from years ago, and I'm like, how did I get up there? Hello, how's it going? I'm logging in for the first time today. I was just way too busy. It's crazy to compare your multiplayer team and your single player team. I would assume it was the same, or is it like you have to start all over again? No, for fuck's sakes. Bitch, why you gotta be hiding in the mountains? Unless I gotta go all the way down and around. Something tells me that's what I needs to be doing. I don't have my mountain climbing gear. Uh-oh. No. Oh, I was gonna say, if I'm stuck. I've had that happen. Don't even think that can't happen. Although rare. Yeah, you know what? Piss on it. I'm just gonna go down this way. I'll go around. Hello, Connor. Yeah, I have to start over in multiplayer. They even take your single-player clothes away in multiplayer. So what, you start off naked? Sounds like Ubisoft are a bunch of perverts. If you ask me. So let's go all the way around and see if we can find Children to turn in the Tears of Elune. Hop, little kitty. Meow, meow, meow. I hope the water's deep. Oh, I almost hit the edge. I would have died. That would have not been good. Hiyo, it's me, Haruki. Don't ask me what that was. I think the protein shakes are getting to my brain. I'm getting lost in the music. Some good shit. You start off naked. If you consider a mixture of tuxedo pants and smart shoes and a jean jacket, and so you kind of look like Magic Mike. I see what you're saying. Hello, Theo. How you doing? You don't want none of this, cowboy. Trust me. Told you. Now I'm gonna have to eat your cubs for breakfast. Gotta get rid of the evidence. It's like it never happened. I swear to God, if she's in the goddamn mountains again, someone's getting an ass whooping. Something's wrong with what? Yes. Flashbacks from almost 20 years ago are coming back. Of when I had a hard time trying to find where this NPC was hiding. I know there's some places you can climb up. A little bit. Not much. Sort of like that. Okay. Fucking hell. Oh, piss off. I'll claw your eyeball out of your socket and jam it in your ass. Okay, so maybe I just have to go further around. That's what you said the last time. What do you mean something doesn't look the same? Kitty goes claws to the face. Yeah, look at that. How do you like me now? I can be a bear too. Man, that little Glizzy really wants a healer. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, you mean in your game? So how is everyone doing today? Anything exciting happening? I'm drinking the good shit out of the pink bottle. So good. It's like a hot chocolate. You want to know how crazy I am? This is how crazy I am. Record this. So I take my protein shake, I put it in my container, and I cram that shit all the way to the left. Wham! Tap water, scalding hot water. If you touched it or even looked at it, it would burn your face. I pour it into the cup, I mix it, I shake it, and within like not even 5 seconds, I'm gulping it back. Scalding hot water. Right from the tap, the one where it steams and it could peel your skin right to the bone. But when you're not human, you can do things like that. I got my body so used to it, I don't even feel it. Because I find I digest hot water better than cold. Random fun fact. Same thing when I take a bath. I just turn the hot water on. I don't even run the cold. I don't even run the cold water. Coming in the bathroom, it's like a sauna. There's like steam everywhere. It's pretty wild. There we go.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Oh, they're great, aren't they? Kill foul-winged den watcher. Oh, okay, we're going down there, are we? So Ashenvale, this area, one of my favorite areas of all time. I might have mentioned that before. It's just so nice. We gotta kill the foul weeds. And remember, there could be some PvP. All depends if the Horde are hostile or not. I always feel like I gotta be looking around. Oh, would you fuck off? Because you never know, someone could just come charging behind you. And you're done. I'll turn the music down a little bit. Just so I can focus a bit more. Hello, Raj. How's it going? Not too bad. How are you doing? A foul-weed shaman. We need a den watcher. We'll just slay them all. This is a neutral quest. I believe the Horde could potentially have this quest as well. Yeah, I don't know what the new look is either. I can't really see it because the profile picture is like the size of a breadcrumb. Man, these guys hurt. Like, I mean, real bad. You can find more around and watch. The Den Watcher. Oh. Ursa. Oh, we gotta kill a couple of Ursas. Whoa, look at you. What are you doing in the bush? Creepy little pervert. You were in a club. A club? What kind of club? Aren't you like 12? A club. Yeah, these guys hit really hard. Mind you, some of them are also a level above me. And like I've mentioned before, in this version of the game, Classic World of Warcraft, every level makes a huge difference. Like, I mean, it's monstrous. I was just curious when I'm hearing people go, I was at the club. And I'm like, aren't you 12? I'm like, how do you get into the club that young? Because I usually assume club with like a bar, like the nightlife clubs, right? Maybe they call that the same thing in different parts of the world and it means something completely different. That's all I can think of. So it's like your birthday celebration, essentially? Were you all social distancing? I can imagine that must be weird partying with your friends during the pandemic. You're all like wearing masks and shit and sitting 6 to 10 feet away from each other. You dim the lights a bit, you can't even tell your friends apart. I've never heard of a supper club. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. They just... Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Because of the pandemic. Nasty. Even when I wear a mask, I social distance. If I'm walking down the street and I feel like someone's getting a little too close, I even walk up someone's driveway just to create that gap. Right? I don't know how it is in different parts of the world, but I know there's, I think there's a few... I think there's a few parts of the world where there's literally, like, no COVID. So I don't think people are social distancing. Because I don't think they need to. There's, like, literally 0 cases. But then again, that's kind of how it starts sometimes. In India, Corona asks us to... I don't know about that. I don't know if you're drunk, but... that is pretty wild. Because I do laugh at people. Because I've seen the footage. People that party, they go to bars or dinners. There's like 10, 15 people all huddled up together, no masks, nothing. Partying it up like it's 2007. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, for real. See what I'm saying? Come on, bitch. Was it worth it? He'll probably resurrect himself. Ah! Look at that. A level 26 Warlock. He completely caught me off guard. That's some world PvP for you right there. But I killed him. That's part of the fun. I kind of figured you were. I don't like getting into the whole, like, were you social distant? But, you know, I kind of have to admit I can't help it a little bit. It is a little bit of a special circumstance, you know, that we're going through in the world. I know some people that don't think it's that big of a deal, but they wear masks. They try to stay away from people just to kind of, you know, just in case. But I've met a few that do think the whole thing is 100% like a joke. Like they think the whole world government has come together to conspire just to control us to wear masks. Yeah, that's cool. So you saw what happened there? Well, maybe you did. That orc shaman? Or, warlock? He thought because he's a higher level than me that he could whoop my ass. We see how well that worked out for him. Now, what he's probably going to do... There he is there. Ah, there he is. You fucking sack of shit. Go on. Self-res, using your stone. That's what happens when you camp me, you little fucker. You want to play hardcore? Don't you ever know at the zoo? Never pet the animals. Ever. I will be waiting for your return, Gombo. Fucking idiot. Yes, I said idiot, because I truly believe that when you're questing and leveling up, stirring the hornet's nest is a really dumb fucking thing to do. I truly think it is. Like, absolutely, it's world PvP. That's what it's designed to do. That's why I'm on a server like this. But I still feel there's a type of etiquette. When people are questing, I never ganked them. Ever. If anything, I helped them. So I'll throw like a moonfire on the enemy that maybe they're attacking. Try to pull the aggro off of somebody else. Some blue jeans and some blue suede shoes. I'm not going to kill him again, but I just want him to know just because he's a higher level warlock doesn't mean he can kick my ass. I also want to make sure that he's off to run away and piss off from here. But you could see all the time that's being wasted as well when I could be questing. It's bad enough the classic is incredibly slow to begin with. Now I've got to worry about the likes of him. But he could be trying to regroup as well, summon his pet, get his health stone out. Because now I've killed him twice, so he's definitely not happy about that. There he is, see? He's over there. Because you can resurrect a little bit further away from your body. And he knows that I'm stealth, he doesn't know where I can be. So he just thinks to himself, you know what, it's just not worth it, I'm gonna run away. But he could also come back once he's got potions and stuff like that. So it's never safe. It does make the game more exhilarating, but at the cost of it slowing you down tremendously as well. Unfortunately. You really got to be careful with that. Because if you overdo it too, you can really piss people off, and then they'll come back, they'll get their friends. See, now I feel like I gotta watch my back now. Because that guy just snuck up out of nowhere. Really caught me off guard. That's why I wanted the music down too a little bit. Helps me hear what's going on around me a little bit better. I did. I killed him twice. I was gonna say, how delayed is the stream now? I'm looking for the rarer Den Watcher and the Ursa. Oh, there's a Den Watcher. Right there. A Den Watcher. Okay, I got you. Pawns has left the guild. Fuck him. He might try and come up from the mountain again. It's hard to say where he came from, actually. I'm watching him. Or for him. I mean, there's a good chance that he's just long gone. He was just passing through, saw an opportunity. Thought he could get the best of me. And that didn't really work out for him. Because in turn, he ended up wasting like 5 minutes of his time. Alright, I gotta focus here. Man, she's still looking for a healer for that place. The Den Watcher. I only need to kill one of those Den Watchers. Let me pull an Ursa. Kind of gets you a little paranoid, though, after that happens. Most people that are into PvP, they tend to stick around for a while. Oh, nice. What? I only pulled a one. I have an Apple. I have an old iPhone. But I don't really use it, though. I use it as like an iPod. And stuff like that for browsing the web at night as well. I have like a pay-as-you-go number. Which is why that time someone came in saying that they had my phone number. I was like, well, that's kind of unlikely, seeing as I've never given it to anyone. I don't even know the number myself, because I don't call myself. It's just for emergencies. There we go. Come join the party. Now I only need the totemic ones and the warriors. What about you? What kind of phone are you into? I like the Samsung ones as well. Oh yeah, you're very late. Stream's about to end. It's done. It's over. Totemic and warrior. You are very late. You missed a little PvP action. It was an orc warlock trying to kick my ass while I was busy fighting one of these pricks. He killed me, but I killed him. He bled to death. He bled to death, so that's what he gets for fucking with me. Then he resurrected, and he aggroed a bunch of these guys, so I spammed Moonfire on him and killed him off. It was just so funny. You were playing a bunch of stuff. Well, Well, that's okay, because me personally, I'd rather play a bunch of stuff. But it's my first time today playing World of Warcraft. I played another new game I bought called Vintage Story. It's very much like Minecraft, but I think it's way better. Made a couple of videos on it, but no gameplay yet. It was mainly talking about character classes, character customization, the main menu, the plethora of settings that you have at your disposal for creating your own world. It's pretty impressive. So after I'm done this quest, honestly, not too sure what else I want to do. I mean, part of me just wants to keep pushing and pushing. But I gotta say, though, it gets a little damn tiring after a while. Because it's so damn slow, right? Call of Duty is like instant gratification, you know? Rank 1, rank 500, doesn't matter. As I've said a million times before, you plug a guy with an AK-47 in the face, he's going down. They got no choice. From the corner of my eye, I thought your name said Ethan Zucchini. It's World of Warcraft Classic. You don't like online school? Yeah, I've just never liked school, period. I've always hated it with a passion. Sometimes I miss the social aspect a little bit, but not all that much. Well, that's only because I look from the corner of my eye. Zuccarini. Is it Italian? What's a Don't be a smartass. What's a zucchini? Oh, we got another one. But he's a night elf. It's Italian, see? E que pasa, amigo? No, wait, that's Spanish. Mais je parle français, alors c'est quand même assez semblable à l'italien et l'espagnol. He's gonna get his arse kicked. It's a disgusting vegetable. It's like a cucumber, but it makes me want to vomit. That's what it is. Lecca quello sporco, figlioli di puttana. Ah, ciupame, mi cazzo grande. All the languages are my main language. I just decided to learn English later in life because it's a noob language that anybody can learn. It's very simplistic in nature. Other languages are intricate. They're a lot more difficult to learn. English, no word of a lie though, is seriously like the easiest language on earth to learn. Mais si tu veux parler le français, par exemple, c'est très difficile d'exercer cette langue. Ça prend beaucoup de temps et de la patience, mes amis. Don't fuck around with the French. Or any other language for that matter. I am not born in the USA, boy. No, I'm not American. I is Canadian. Oui, oui. Je suis français du Canada. Mais la plupart de ma parenté vient de la France. Proche de Saint-Tropez. People are like, what? This dude off his meds again? Yeah, my English sounds pretty good for someone that didn't even go to school in English predominantly. My dad said my great grandfather built a house that was really strong and soldiers used it in England. Oh yeah, that's cool. You played Ops Black Duty of Call. What? That sounds like something I would say. Hello, space is limited. There's irony in that when you think about it, because space is actually unlimited, depending on where the space is. If you're talking about space in space, it's unlimited. If you're talking about space in my computer room, it's quite limited. If it's... Okay, that's enough of that. How you doing? It's Call of Duty Black Ops back... Yeah, I figured. I still like that game. You know, it's possible. And I've mentioned this before. It's possible that I drop this game, as I have a few times, permanently. And I replace this with, like, Call of Duty. It's simpler, it's less time-consuming. But in my humble opinion, it's just not as badass. Like the overall grand scale of everything. You can't turn into a fucking cat and meld in the shadows and pounce on your prey unsuspectingly. In Call of Duty, you can't do that. You can't do this right here. No one can see you. And you just sneak up on them and... Can't do that in Call of Duty. Everyone sees you coming. Not too bad. You play Ententruff, aka Fortnite. Look at Raj being a smartass now. Fortnite's not a good game anymore. They're putting cringy... I've never liked it. I like the concept of it, but it's too slow. I'm always the first one to die. It's hard to enjoy a game like that. This game is a blend. You saw a little PvP. You hear some soothing music. You hear the birds. But then there can be just as much bloodshed. You know, I can stealth, take a moment, look at the chat. Oh, hey, how's it going? If I'm playing Call of Duty, holy shit, I have to ignore everybody. You know, all 3 people in the chat. But seriously, look at how many people are in here. There's like 5 people in here. But look at how fast the chat is going. It's like the Matrix. Right? You don't need a lot of people for the chat to go fast. You don't need hundreds of people or thousands of people. And it's hard for me to keep up. I refuse to look at the chat when I'm playing Call of Duty. I'll talk. I'll keep flapping my gums 100 miles an hour. But I don't know what's going on over here. Whereas here, look, I can focus for a second. I can better split my time evenly. Now, I know most of the people that come to watch me say they don't care. That's great. But I care. I don't know. So those are all the things that I'm still contemplating as I'm playing this game right now. This is really important, you know? Just how slow is it? How monotonous is it? Maybe I'll play, you know, the retail version instead because it's faster paced. Maybe I won't even bother with it. You know? There's more cool things you can do in retail. The coolest thing you can do about this game is the immersion. You're gonna meet people. They're gonna whisper you. They're gonna want your help. This game is not very solo-friendly. You can get your ass beat hard and fast. Like, I'm just taking on one person at a time that's only a level higher than me. I've got good gear, and look at my health. I'm already almost fucking dead. Had this been retail, no word of a lie, I'd probably still be at 100% health, and I would have aggroed like 5 or 6 people. Do you know what I mean? So, those are things I still contemplate. Zygor? No, that's just the add-on. Yeah, so that's why... But I guess moving forward in 55,000 years, if the streams ever got bigger, which they never do, but if somehow that did happen, by some miracle, and I averaged 20 or 30 people a stream, even World of Warcraft would be hard to keep up with the chat because there would be so many people in it. Do you know what I mean? It would be almost like it's... I don't know how people do it. Uh-oh. This ain't good. Ouch. Just getting whacked. Like a bastard. Yeah, you better fucking run. This is some pretty intense shit. Okay, that's an alliance. Like me. NBA 2K20. But yeah, sometimes I feel like just playing random sports games and forgetting the whole MMO thing. Just because it is time consuming, it's going to take a long time before I get geared up, before I hit max level. All that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, if Asmongold can pull in 55,000 to 70,000 viewers at a time in his live streams playing World of Warcraft, 55,000. There's no reason I can't bring in 50. I'm just saying. He can keep the zeros. I don't want the Den Watcher. Don't want the Ursa, I just need Warrior and Totemic. Like this guy right here. Yeah, this game is a lot more fun when you're not leveling up. You're at the end, you're gearing up, you're doing PvP, you're doing big, massive 80-man battles. That's where the fun is. Two kitty cats fucking these guys up. Almost done. God damn, I feel like I spent most of my time just here doing this one quest. That's just how fucking slow it is. Totemic, that's the last one I need, then I just need 2 warriors. But I do pick a time. I have a very busy life. I can't just stream whenever I want. But I stream at the same time every day. And if I don't, it's because I'm doing an extra stream. I've been doing this for a year. Nothing's changed. I streamed for a year. 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Like clockwork. That did absolutely fuck all. If people don't want to watch you, they're not going to watch you no matter how punctual you are. that won't even matter. Hey, Stotts, how's it going? Well, yeah, I stream at the same time every day. I mean, sometimes the time fluctuates by a half hour or something, but... I mean, that's just based on my real life, right? That comes first. I'm not a full-time streamer. I'm not like a pro. That's got to be on at a certain time and all that shit. That would be different, but I have real life to worry about. Like today, this is the first time today I play a game. And it's like supper time. And I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. One more warrior. And I'm done. Done. Like I said, I might take a break from this game, ramble on. I might jump on retail or something. Fly around. I don't know. Haven't really thought that far ahead. Right? There we go. There's the last one. Right? Me, I was playing guitar, I was walking, cleaning, housework, reading, just, you know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff. I uploaded a few videos, but they weren't like me playing a game or anything like that. They were just showcasing the main menu of a new game that I got called Vintage Story. Who lives alone? I don't live alone. On my income, on disability, living in this house, on my own? Not a chance in hell. No. I'm not the one that brings home the bacon. What should I do? I guess I'll turn in the quest. Yeah, there you go. Calls us to do that anyways. At least my leveling has gone up faster since I've gotten the cat form. And I haven't even played today. Like I said, I'm already pushing almost level 24. 60 is the max, and it just keeps getting slower and slower. Oh, okay. Not even quite 2 hours. Oh, he might kick my ass. Oh, that was... Oof. He was level 27 and a hunter. He could have probably killed me, and I wouldn't have even hit him once. But, like I said, not everybody's into ganking. He clearly walked by these guys, too. Wow, look at all these cats. We can take on the entire area. Maybe that's why that hunter didn't fuck with me, because he'd know the zoo would be after him. Kitty power. A disability? You're being generous. I have a cornucopia of disabilities. A disability. No, there's a lot of them. I am riddled. I am plagued with the disabilities. Military? Who, me? No. Oh, you mean military disability? No, mental. No, I'm not a military guy. My family is. I come from a hardcore military family, but that's, no offense, not my style. I instead became a martial arts instructor. That's the road that I went down instead. Everybody else in my family was like, "You joining the military, boy?" I'm like, yeah, no. I don't think so. My brain doesn't function with people yelling at me, telling me what to do. Maggot! Drop down and give me 50! I would have fucking sidekicked him in the side of the face. Wouldn't have worked too well. Definitely don't have what it takes to be in the military. Martial arts was a lot more laid back. It was still intense. The training is still intense. But how your senseis talk to you is a lot different than how your drill sergeant talks to you, right? It's totally not the same thing. You and your drill sergeant normally can't go out and hang out after training and go and have a beer or, talk about life and go for a drive after, go hang out at his house and all that. Yeah, that would probably be seen as like maybe a conflict of interest. Whereas I did that with my senseis. I used to travel, go on road trips with my senseis and stuff like that. They used to pull me in class. After class, pull me aside and do some one-on-one training, some like advanced techniques and stuff like that. It was really different. But yeah, my whole family, yeah. Like going back generations. What do I think? Of what? I have no idea what's going on. Space, were you ever in the military? I don't know what's going on in the chat, honestly. No idea. Something about fruits and baskets and... I don't know. So has anybody heard of the game Vintage Story? I kind of want to play it, but I don't.
Hello.
Oh. I thought I had it.
Be careful.
There we go. Oh, you were a military equipment mechanic. Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, me, I wouldn't have done well. A lot of my friends, too, joined the military. Some of them later on in life. But I still felt like I wanted to do something productive, like a type of service. But just not, like I said, military. It just was. I didn't feel it was my calling. I didn't want to do it just because everybody else in my family was doing it, and a lot of my friends around me were doing it. Like I said, so I went the martial arts way. So I was teaching kids predominantly martial arts. That's what I did, teaching the youth. You think keeping kids in line is a hard thing to do? Try keeping like 50 kids in line. Trying to all do the same moves and shit like that, and having them all pay attention to you. Holy sacramentiolis, let me tell you. That's a skill on its own. No, it's not. I'm not bashing it, like I said. Don't get me wrong. It's just really not my thing. I like military games. I like guns. I like tanks. I like the idea of flying and shooting shit. But I don't have the proper mindset to be in the military. I would be kicked out in a heartbeat. They would look at me and they'd be like, "Yeah, this guy, get him out, out." Yeah, it wouldn't have gone well. How do you delete someone who cusses or is saying not very funny cuss words in real life? You just give them a karate chop right in the trachea. They'll take it back pretty quick. So as an example, we saw how there's a lot of shit going on here. Like, there's just people everywhere. The Master Sergeant. He's here. There's just, look at that. There's just people everywhere. Everywhere, people. Everywhere I go, I see the same old... I won't finish that sentence. It's an old rap song. I'm not thinking. That's the thing. There's no thinking on my part. Seriously? There's another update? Another update? That calls for this.
God fucking damn it!
Exactly. I had to do that. So, you come here often? I gotta wait for this to update. It's just a small update, I think. I don't know what the hell's taken so long. It's stuck on 0%. It's probably because I was in a game. There we go. It's initializing it. You like that, eh? So I got my moments, you know. Actually, this one here, I don't know how I was going to do it. I'm going to be getting a Stream Deck soon. And I can do things like...
You have failed me for the last time.
You know, just like random goofy shit like that for the audio. But I want to be able to have it so that when I push a button on the Stream Deck for the Elgato, that I could have it, like the video clip, like show up on the screen with the audio, not just the audio. I find the video, it kind of adds to it. Hello, Gabe. How you doing? He's back. I didn't know he was here earlier and then left and then came back. Can you load up your own audio clips? Yes, you can. That's what I did here. Like I called this one, you know, as an example, you know, at the bottom right or left, depending on the mirror. I just picked a random icon. Like I didn't even change the icon. And I just called it failed me, right? So when I tap it...
You have failed me for the last time.
You know, the whole Darth Vader, right? So, and those things can be kind of cool. But I want to have it so that, like I said, when I play it...
God fucking damn it!
You know, that it would, like, you know, like it loops here.
God fucking damn it!
Like, that just never gets old. But I want it so that it looks, like, professional. So that when I hit the button, it instantly, like, loads up, not just the audio. Because I feel for stuff like this, and he's at the computer kind of doing, like, what I'm doing. I think this was the, it was the World of Warcraft episode when he was playing World of Warcraft, actually, which is what's kind of fitting about this. That's what makes it even funnier, is he was actually playing World of Warcraft there. But yeah, so little things like that I want to be able to do once in a while. Like if I died to that warlock earlier that killed me, but I killed him too. Let's say he killed me and I didn't kill him. You know, I could hit a button and be like, ah! And then he gets into it, you know, and it just like seamlessly cuts into it in real time. Kind of like what I call live editing. That stuff I would like to be able to do, but I think it's a little bit more complicated to load the actual video with the audio compared to me just linking an audio clip of Darth Vader for 2 seconds. Loading a video might be a little bit more tricky. I don't know how to do that. I haven't really spent much time looking it up, to be honest with you. Later, Raj. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm probably going to head out, to be honest, in a few minutes. And then I'm going to, on my own, probably play more of classic. I might play some guitar. I might play some Vintage Story. Nobody's answered me yet. Have you heard of Vintage Story, any of you? It's like Minecraft. In a couple of minutes, yeah, absolutely. I'm tired and my ass is killing me. Enlisted. Oh. Look at that. Look at this druid. Come on now. This druid is so much more badass than my other one. Look at my bear form. Like, look at that. Look at that. Come on. This doesn't even compare. Whoops. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Can't do that in the other game. In the other one, I'm just a purple kitty. However, where is everyone? Where are all these people I constantly keep running into when I'm playing the classic World of Warcraft? Where are these fuckers? Where are they hiding? Don't see them. I see a lot of NPCs, and that's about it. Folks, we have an empty booty bay. One of the most iconic pit stops in World of Warcraft, and I am the only prick standing or flying here. That's what I'm getting at. That's the part that bugs me. Yes, I get a flaming purple cat that can do all this kind of cool shit. Like, look at those tracers. Look at that. But I have no one to show off in front of. There's nobody here. My other game, I run into people all the time. Both factions, people wanting to group up and quest. Do you know what I mean? What do you play on the guitar? Everything and anything. I'll literally play anything. I just play it. Whatever mood hits me in that moment. It could be a bit of jazz, a bit of blues. It could be pop music like Bruno Mars. And I just jam along to one of his songs. Practice my scales and shit. All of a sudden, I could be playing along to In Flames or Metallica. And then I'm playing shit with The Weeknd. Blinding Lights, like I'm literally all over the place. No one on the boat. Unbelievable. No one on the boat. I'm going to the same area I was just at in Classic. I want to show you the difference between Classic and Retail World of Warcraft. Did you play guitar? I forget. Oh, no, you... Wait. It's hard for me to remember everybody. Are you the one that used to play video games and now you have a hard time playing them? I forget if that's you or somebody else. Even though I don't get a lot of people in my streams, overall, I do meet a lot of different people. So sometimes it could be... Okay, yeah. Okay, so I remembered. Yeah. Because then I was about to ask you, what are you into? But then, exactly, I remembered that you used to play, but for obvious reasons, it's quite difficult to do that now. Yeah, then we talked about if the piano might have been a little bit easier and stuff like that from a physical standpoint. Right. Even the map just looks a little bit sharper than the old one. So again, from a visual perspective, a lot of people are going to prefer this World of Warcraft. I mean, look at that. I could turn into a goddamn bird and just go wherever the hell I please. How insane is that? Right? Can't do that in the other one. Take you forever just to get across. And I know I'm repeating myself, but in case you weren't in here the last time. What makes this version of the game special, well, maybe not so much special, is I can do PvP. There's a lot of different battlegrounds to join, kind of like a lot of different maps in Call of Duty, if you will. If you want to compare it to that, I can get into a lot of action that way. Some big, massive, chaotic battles. 80-man battlegrounds. Imagine a Call of Duty mode where it was like 40 on 40 team deathmatch. Imagine that, how cool that would be. Well, you can do that in this game. And if I cycle between the regular battleground and the epic one with the more players in it, there's actually very little downtime in between the battlegrounds once I get the ball rolling. Then in between queues, because there's at least like a 5 to 10 minute waiting period in between matches, that's where I would kind of like fly around, you know, hey, is there anybody here questing that needs a hand or something like that? Like I was doing with my other druid, my Alliance one on the World of Warcraft Classic there, where we saw all those people. But because this game's a lot easier, classes are more efficient, you can just steamroll through shit. It's all, you're not going to see people, oh, looking for a healer. Is anybody doing this quest? I really need a hand with this quest. You don't see it happen. So during that 10 minutes or 5 minutes in between the battlegrounds, it's going to be me flying around like this doing nothing, just reminiscing about the good old days when the world used to be populated and people needed your help. But if I can get away from that, then I guess that doesn't really matter, that the overworld is dead, and I'll just stick to PvP, right? Whereas in Classic, I mean, you can technically just do so much more.
Strength and honor.
In a way.
Strength.
Again, you won't get any of this fancy, like, look at that. Compared to my purple cat that you saw me playing with for the past 45 minutes or an hour. Look at this shit. Like, I mean, this shit's intense. Just fucking swat them like a fly. So this is literally where I was. Now, these are NPCs, by the way. These aren't real people. Same zone I was just in for the past hour on my Alliance Night Elf. I kind of want to just compare the zone. Is there any real players here? You'll also get to see the town where I was. You know, where, if you're still in here, where you saw me running around with like 2 or 3 other purple cats, and it looked like a mini zoo. It was like the cat stampede. I will go back to that town even though I'm the opposing faction here, and you'll see how it's all destroyed and just doesn't look as good. Because the Cataclysm fucked a lot of things up. I think this was around where I was killing those things there for like the past 45 minutes. But there's been some subtle changes. I think it might have been in here. But they have like new buildings and stuff they've put in recent memory. Since the Cataclysm, that was probably the single biggest change ever to World of Warcraft. Because it redesigned a lot of the older zones. Like, it still looks the same. But there's a few parts that are a little bit different. I think this is where I was. Killing those things there. I think it might have been right in here. Haven't seen a single person yet. Not one. Like, that's insane. Sad reality. But there's also 10 times more places to go to, right? So even if the population is the same, this doesn't mean the game's dead. It just means people are more spread out. Now let's go to my town, even though the guards will try to attack me. I'll show you my town where I was. I mean, there might be one person here. They stopped it? Anyways, it used to have NPCs attacking the town. Right in town. No, that's a stable master. Not a single person here. There was like half a dozen people here in Classic. Not a single person, just NPCs. Like, that's what I mean. It's just... Right? Haven't seen a real person since I've come on, I don't think. You as well, Space. Maybe I'll see you a bit later. Take it easy. But yeah, like I said, if I can get around that, and I don't let this bother me, and all I do is focus on Battlegrounds, then it's really not a big deal. It'll be easier to gear. I'm already max level. All I need to do is the Battlegrounds and get the gear. And that's it. But yeah. Yeah, it's 6:30. Let me see how long I've been streaming for. Yeah, exactly. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. And... not bad, almost 80 playbacks. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I might play some Vintage Story. I might actually play some WoW again in a bit. I might do a few more quests on my own. Because I'm thinking I might want to get to level 60 at least. That way when the Burning Crusade does come out, the first expansion that ever came out in the January of 2007, when that comes out for Classic, at least my character would be ready to go in it. Might be able to get a couple of views from that if I do some uploads. I might do, you know, a journey through the Burning Crusades Part 1, and I might make that a series, because that would net me like hundreds and hundreds of videos. I just don't know if I want to focus on that. But Burning Crusade was one of my favorite expansions ever. You know, so... it's just so hard to say, like I said. But yeah. Alright. Yeah, I am going to head off. But I should be around tomorrow. I don't think I'll be back tonight. Pretty sure this is it. And tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, probably be the same time tomorrow. I'll probably show up around supper time. So around the same time as now, maybe 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Not too sure what I'll do. If I get a better grasp on Vintage Story, if you're curious about checking that game out on the internet, Vintage Story, the game. Take a look at some of the gameplay from some random people. It looks like Minecraft, but a lot better. It's deeper, more immersive. It's pretty badass, but I don't quite have the grasp on it yet enough to feel comfortable streaming it. So, if I get a chance to play... You know about that game, Stotts? Vintage Story? You should check it out quickly. Tomorrow, like I said, if I'm more familiar with the game, I might play that. You can play co-op with people. Oh, you have? Okay. No problem. King. Maybe I'll see you around a little bit here and there throughout the day. Tomorrow, if you're playing WoW, like I said today, I barely had any time to play. This is the only time I played WoW today. But yeah, Vintage Story is pretty wild. It's in early access. It's been out for a long time. but it's getting some steady updates, and it looks quite promising. And quite frankly, the game just runs really good compared to like Valheim and stuff like that. That game just doesn't run well on my computer at all. I can run Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I could play Black Ops, but I can't. I mean, I can play Valheim. It's just not that great. Guild Wars 2 is another game that I really like a lot. I think, Stotts, were you in here when I played Guild Wars 2? A long time ago? Well, maybe not a long time ago, maybe just a few months ago. You remember me playing Guild Wars 2? That's a pretty cool game, but it's so poorly optimized. I mean, but Guild Wars 2 is amazing because there's like virtually no grind. It's all PvE out in the world. There's tons of events all the time. There's people everywhere. Like, you can't take 5 steps and not run into someone. The map is huge. It's such an amazing game. But you never hear me talk about it because it doesn't run all that great. I could probably lock it at 30 frames, which is what my streams are at anyways. But it's kind of hard to go from WoW at 60 frames to Guild Wars at 30 frames a little bit. What did you think of Guild Wars 2? Well, if you ever pick it up, let me know. I would be curious to try that. Is it under... Where the fuck is it? Well, that's nice. I don't even know where it is. It's installed on here somewhere. Oh, there. I don't have it on my SSD, though, right now. But it's, I mean, I got a few, maybe another minute. I'll just log in and see what happens. Is it this one or this? Yeah, we'll do this one. Just for a minute. Another update. Guild Wars 2, what's amazing about it... It looks awesome. The community is just... You know how I keep going on about World of Warcraft Classic? You know, about the community, how there's people everywhere, people talk to you, and it feels more social. You don't play an MMORPG to be antisocial. World of Warcraft retail will make you feel like you're playing Skyrim. You understand what I'm saying? World of Warcraft Classic is really a special beast. Well, Guild Wars 2 cranks that up like tenfold. Guild Wars 2 makes World of Warcraft Classic look like World of Warcraft Classic makes retail look from a social standpoint. It is unfucking real. It's insane. And you buy the game once, you don't have to pay $20 fucking every month to play it. Right? And there's like no grind. All the grind for gear and stuff like that, it's all aesthetic. You can level up from 1 to 80 or whatever the max level is, just crafting. You could buy gold legally from the store, pay like $10 American or something, maybe $15 Canadian-ish, and you could like power level it. I'm just saying, you could power level a character right up to max. Once you get the best weapon in the game, I've had like one of the best weapons in the game for what, over half a decade? There's nothing better than what I have. People are like, well, where's the progression? It's all about the skins, the achievements. It's a different approach on the game. So there's still a grind in that regards, but not really. Every map you go to, it doesn't matter if it's a beginner zone. Your character automatically scales to the zone. You see what I'm saying? So you can't go to a higher level zone if you're a low level. But once you're max level, you scale with the world. Right? So if a zone is like level 10 to 14, let's say, well, you'll be like level 15 maybe. Like, you know what I mean? You'll be at the upper end of that range. And you'll obviously be stronger a little bit than if you were just a level 14, maybe not by much because your stats and everything are squished to it, but you've got all your extra skills and all that. So you'll be able to get by better, even though I'm scaled down to 14, but I'm really a level 80 and you're only 14. I'll do a little bit better than you do. But yeah, it's just never ending. And it doesn't look like it wants to load. Anyways, whatever. Maybe tomorrow I'll play a little bit of this or something. It's taken too long. I want it to be like done by now. Yeah, I think it froze. Well, that's cool. Whatever. Well, that went well. So yeah, I'll be around probably tomorrow, like I said, around supper time. Take it easy. Bye for now. I gotta wait for my